loves, how are you? Welcome to my DIY channel. Who doesn't love the classic black and white, right? In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to make a Deco mesh wreath. Beautiful high-end look without the high-end price. If you like it, please make sure you press thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. That way you become my bestie and we're gonna be in touch, okay? Let's get started. I'm gonna be using two colors of Deco mesh. This poly burlap mesh I just got at Michael's. It's a wonderful quality and I love the stripe, but I'm so disappointed at $10 a roll. It's just 19 feet. As you know, back in the day, the roll used to be 30 feet, like this one. That's why we're gonna be using only half a roll. So to make this wreath, you really need 2 half rolls or 1 old roll, okay? Also some color coordinating ribbons, flowers, greenery, and a cute sign from a Dollar Tree. They have such a great selection for any occasion. We're gonna be using a Dollar Tree wreath ring and some pipe cleaners. We start off by tying a pipe cleaner on the 2 inner rails and then 2 pipe cleaners to the 2 outer rails, just like so. And as you know, the wreath ring has 6 sections, so we are going to repeat this all around the wreath form, 3 per section, like this, times 6, that's 18 pipe cleaners. Feel free to take a screenshot for future reference. Next, cutting the Deco mesh, I don't use any special tools, just a little cardboard. It's measuring 10 by 10. When you flip it over, you have a measurement of 10 by 20, yes. So real easy, cut up all your mesh. It's the first time I'm using a 19 feet roll, and as it turns out, I get 11 pieces of mesh. I wish it was 12 for the 12 outer pipe cleaners, but it's okay. We're gonna cut an extra one of the white mesh for the total of all 18 pieces of mesh, okay? And now I'm going to show you how I make the craffles. My besties already know. You simply roll up one end, clip it, turn it around, roll up the other end, walk your fingers across in the center, pinch it, and there you go. You have a craffle, combination of a curl and raffle. And then you just twist tie it to the wreath form. You can start out with the outer rail. It's up to you. You know, I just twist tie it a few times like that and continue making more craffles. And again, just curl up one end, clip it, turn it around, curl up the other end, and walk your fingers across and pinch. I really like this method because the ends of the mesh are curled up in there and they don't fray. And next, I just use the inner pipe cleaner to tie it down. I go like in a zigzag pattern, up and down. And we are going to attach the third one right there on the outer pipe cleaner. I really love this mesh. It's nice and thick, covers beautifully. You cannot see the frame through this mesh at all. So yes, it's expensive, but I think it's worth it. It's nice quality. I wish there was just more of it. And we are going to twist tie it right there to the third pipe cleaner on the outer rail. So as you recall, there's 3 per section, right? And we are going to do it in the remaining 5 sections. Just go all around. Look how full one section looks. All right, so we have one section left and I just want to show you, as you recall, there was only 11 pieces of the black mesh. So here at the end, I'm using 2 white and 1 black versus the other sections that I did with 2 blacks and 1 white, right? So just to show you, even though it's going to be a little bit different, it's not really going to show in the great scheme of things. You can't really tell. So don't stress the small stuff, guys. Working with mesh is fun, easy, and yes, a little bit time consuming, but it's very forgiving. And look how beautiful, full base, right? And I can't wait to fill it up now. Are you excited? Please press thumbs up button. Next, we are going to cut the ribbons, and I have a combination of ribbons here. They're old, except this one. The Cabana stripe is from Michaels, just got it. So they have it in stock, and I love it. And we are going to cut these in 12 inches long pieces. If you have a standard ruler, it makes it real easy. Don't forget to cut the fishtails. Simply put the 2 ends together, like this. Fold in half and cut diagonally towards the wired edge, just like so. You need a total of 12 pieces, and I have 4 different types, so 3 of each. And I'm going to pair up these ribbons and alternate them. Just playing around to see what looks good together. Don't be afraid to mix the patterns, stripes, dots, plaid, everything goes because the colors go together. So basically what we do is just put these ribbons together, fold it in half, find the midpoint, pinch it, and then you are going to use the outer rail pipe cleaners to tie these down, just like so. And then open up and make like an X. And then we are going to take the second set of ribbons and again fold in half, find a midpoint, pinch, and find the next pipe cleaner. As you recall, there's 2 per section, so 12 altogether. And now as you twist tie it, open up in an X shape. Run your fingers through these ribbon tails and fluff them. So we are going to repeat this pattern all around the wreath. Let me show you one more. Fold it in half, midpoint, pinch it, find the pipe cleaner on the outer ring, twist tie it, and you might even want to wind out that pipe cleaner, fold it under there so it doesn't stick out. But if you're using the same color pipe cleaners, they're not even showing. Separate the tails, make an X shape, and continue going all around. All right, we attach our ribbons all around the outer part of the wreath, and we are not going to add any ribbons in the inner ring because they're not necessary. We are going to add a sign there and simply they're not needed. Why waste your ribbons? You can save that money. It gets covered anyway, right? So besides, I love this pretty mesh and I like that it's showing a little bit. I don't want to cover it all up. And as you know, with the ribbons, the more you fluff them, the prettier they look. So go ahead, fix them all up one more time. And next, let's attach the side. Let's see. I still want to add a bow to my wreath, so I'm going to attach the sign a little bit higher to leave a room for the bow and not to cover up the sign. I'm going to pull out the jute string hanger and replace it with the wire and attach the sign to the wreath that way. I want that house tilted slightly to the left, and next I'm going to make a wire hanger in the back and attach it to the wreath accordingly. Just twist tie it a couple times around the wreath form and then make a hook at the top. So here's the room for our bow, the bottom right corner of the house. And here's the bow. We made it already in the previous video. It's called the Bestie bow. It's really easy to make, and you can refer back to this video for step-by-step instructions. In short, you just cut 8 pieces of ribbon, 24 inches long, and you measure 5-inch loops, alternate all your ribbons, and tie them together, fluff up until a beautiful bestie bow appears. The secret really is fluffing. The more you fluff, the prettier it's gonna look. Also using good ribbon with a nice stiff wire. If your ribbon is flimsy, on the other hand, it's just gonna take a lot more work to fluff it up and make it look so pretty. But don't be scared to try it, because hundreds of thousands of viewers tried it and they loved it, told me this is the easiest method out there. So attach your bow to the wreath. Just pull that wire through the mesh all the way down to the form, tie it down, fluff it up. If your ends are a little bit long, covering up too much of the sign, just trim it. As you know me, I like to add a little bit extra. Here's an initial letter. I think it's great to add an initial to the front door wreath. I'm going to attach a little cube in the back to make the letter like a 3D. And then to attach the letter to the sign, I would also use E6000 because this is metal and it heats up in the sun. So it's always a good idea to use a stronger glue there as well. And look at that, a nice personalized touch, right? I always like to add a little bit of greenery to my Deco mesh wreaths. I think it adds some extra interest, just takes it to another level. I separate each branch to smaller pieces because you really don't need much. Same with the daisies, cut them apart and spread them throughout the wreath. I usually like to add in the center of the ribbon ties and of course alternate. Have greenery in one and then daisies in the other. You know, play around with the placement before you glue anything, okay? So once I spread out the greenery, then I add the daisies here and there. I always work with one type at a time. That makes it easier to spread out. As I step back, I realize I really don't like these fake looking green leaves that come with the daisies. Really bother me. I'm gonna just toss them out and leave the daisies as is. Yeah, I like it much better that way. I'm gonna toss it all out and then I'm ready to glue everything in. Just add some extra glue in there, glue, 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 everything all around, and let's take a look what we have here. This is a custom order, classic black and white wreath, but as you can see, I added a little bit of greenery and a top of the daisies, and I think it really adds something extra and takes it to another level, don't you think? I love the final result. I love all the ribbons and how nice and full it is. What do you think? You like it? Please press thumbs up button. It really helps me out. And as you know, I like to add a little cherry on top. I just found these cute little birdies at Hobby Lobby on clearance. And we have to add one. How about right there? And now I think it is complete. Take a look at the final result and how beautifully it's going to go with my client's brand new porch. And even her dog. Alright, my besties, so this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please make sure you press thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna see you here next time. Take care. Bye-bye.